everyone, welcome back to my channel. I had a wonderful week with my son. For those of you who keep watching my videos, I think there's a few of you out there. You could comment and I would know. Anyway, today I am going to do 2 looks using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. This palette is just so fun and so playful, and I love playing with this palette. Of course, I have so many palettes now that I thought I had done looks with this palette, and I looked back on my videos and I didn't see any, so I decided today I was going to go ahead and do some looks with it. So if you were curious, and hopefully I do looks that are a little different from what other people do. But anyway, short disclaimer, if you're new here or this is your first time to my channel, I do have a special needs child. You'll hear him in the background clapping his hands, making noise, and being extra annoying because he's jealous of anyone or anything that takes my attention from him. That being said, without further ado, let's get into the tutorial and the 2 looks. Tell me at the end which look you like best. Okay, so as you can see, I have my eye primed with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in 00 or Pure White. And I'm going to start out taking that Bahamas shade and packing it onto my crease so we can get our shape down that we want. Just pack it on. I had to practice on my other eye, so that's where we are with this, because I don't do a whole lot of looks like this. Then I'm just going to take my Sigma E40 and buff out those edges just to make it a little bit less harsh. BH number 11 into that vibrant purple Canes shade. I'm just going to work that right under that pink, packing it on, swooping it out. Oops, I'm trying to, there we go. And then we're going to buff that a little. Taking this BH number 7 and buffing that so that we don't have any harsh edges with this shade either. These colors are so beautiful and so vibrant. I absolutely love playing with this palette. And taking that same ColourPop concealer, I went ahead and cut out my crease. Now I'm going to take my NYX glitter glue and I'm going to add some of that to the back of my hand. And I'm using my Sigma E05 little eyeliner brush. And gonna dip into some of that eyeliner. And I'm gonna follow along the top of that cut crease. And dipping into the beautiful gold in this palette with that same brush. I'm going to pick up some Inheritance and go right along where we put that glitter glue down. This dip takes a few minutes for me, so I'll save you the time. Okay, taking a Luxie 245 and dipping into that blue Seychelles color. And you don't even have to wet this if you don't want. This is without wetting it. But I want to make that just a little more vibrant. So I am going to take my Dewy Setting Mist and give that a spritz. You will definitely get fallout with this palette, which I'm sure everyone knows by now. I'm trying to stay in the frame here and do this, and it's not working so well. Now I'm just going to take this flat brush here and dip back in to that Cane's shade, and I'm going to take that right along my lower lash line. Kind of tight, but not too tight. Then I'm going to take my Sigma E55, dipping back into that Bahamas shade, and I'm going to take that right under and helping to buff out that first purple we put down there, Cane's, and meeting that with that eye shape. Then I'm going to take just this little e.l.f. mini concealer brush, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. And just along that brow bone. Just to bring out the pink. I buff just the edges of that pink really slightly. Just like that. Then I'm going to take from my Sephora collection this 12-hour waterproof eye pencil in Peacock, and I'm going to run that right in the waterline. I just used my Eyeko pencil on my upper lid. I suck at wings, so I keep thinking practice makes perfect, but I'm starting to wonder. And this is a more fun, playful kind of look from the Riviera palette. Stay tuned and we'll get to a more wearable version. Okay, I just primed my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I put some sugar cookie under my eyes to catch the fallout, because I did just wipe my eyes off. We'll see how this goes. I've never done this before. You could see a little bit of the staining, but generally by the time I wash my face tonight and then wash it in the morning, it's completely gone to start my makeup for the next day. All right, let's try to get to something a little more wearable. So I'm going to start out with Estates and this BH number 5. And I actually set my concealer, like I said, with some of that sugar cookie shade. So it's a little whiter. I should have probably just used a translucent powder. But like I said, we shall see how this turns out. Just taking this small crease brush, it doesn't have any number on it, and putting that up into the crease as well, and buffing that out. That is such a beautiful mustard shade, that cabana shade. I love it. Yeah, it's a unique shade. I just wanted to brighten up this side just a little bit more. Then I'm taking this tiny little elf crease brush into that real rich brown shade called Palms. And I'm going to work this in my outer V. And once I have all the product pretty much off my brush, I'm going to bring it up into that crease just about halfway. Circular. I'm going to get this blended out really nicely, because I just want to add a little bit of darkness and like depth to the eye look. Now using my finger, I'm going to go into another pretty unique shade in this palette called Yacht. And I'm going to try, I usually don't have a set base when I use this shade. Oh, but that still looks so stunning, so beautiful. Just pat that a little so it goes kind of seamlessly into that brown palm shade that we used out here. Then I'm going to take my tiny little elf brush and pick up some of that gold inheritance color and just put that on the inner corner. Not too dark, and then drag it up just a tiny bit, just to add a little something different to the look. You can leave this step off if this makes the look unwearable to you, but I think it just adds an extra prettiness to the look. You can see how I brought that up just a flick into the eyelid on each side, or the inner corner of the eye, and then just a little like swipe to the bottom there. Then I'm going to take this Sigma eyeliner brush and go back into that palm shade, and I'm going to drag that. I still have a little bit of blue on there. A little more than, you know what, I think I'm just going to drag this all the way to the end of the eyelashes today, because I kind of like how that looks. So we're going to go for it today. Keeping that as tight to that lash line as possible. Then I'm going to take this Luxie 209 large shader brush, and I'm going to dip into that cabana shade that we put that mustard yellow from the top, and I'm going to buff along that brown. And that's going to help diffuse some of that brown, as well as help match the top. But I'm going to go with that estate shade also and go right on top of that yellow shade. Just using that first brush that we used. Even though it's quite fluffy, I don't want a whole lot of this to show up though. Neither does he. Okay, I think it's safe to just weigh this. bake and see what a mess we might have made of our face. Like I said, I never done it like that before. That's not too bad. I bet with some setting spray that's going to turn just fine. For my waterline, I'm just going to go in with honeydude from ColourPop. It's just basically a nude, just because I want to brighten up that under eye. And I still have remnants of that peacock shade. I probably should have done this look first, but I wasn't even sure about how that first look was going to come out. So I figured I'd do the harder one first and the wearable one second. Then I'm going to go into my Nyx Cosmetics in Stargazer. That's what I have on the rest of my face, and I'm going to use that just along my brow bone. I am in love with this highlighter. It's like perfect for me. Every time I try to film. Okay, I just went ahead and finished everything off. I don't think under my eyes look too bad for just being a touch-up job. But this is the more wearable but still extremely beautiful look with the Riviera palette. I love playing with this palette. I mean, it's really unique to me. Could a few things have been a little different? Yeah, because I mean, some of these shades are similar, but I still love creating looks and playing with this palette, and yeah, just having fun with it. I can't believe I haven't done a video with this. I so thought I had already done a video with this, but hey, what do you know? I didn't. So here is one for you, and I hope you like these two looks. If you did, you could give this video a thumbs up, and you could subscribe and let me and Thomas drive you nuts a little bit here and there, because we'd love to hear some feedback and meet some new people. And yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful night or day wherever you are. Lots of love from me and Thomas to all of you. He's ready for me to stop filming. So everybody have a safe, happy, and wonderful weekend. And we'll see you on the next Tracy Tries Tutorials. Bye, guys.